in a bit, yes.
First of all, thank you very much. Thanks.
Sachin sir, how do you handle, so everyone narrate a story, I'll also narrate a story. Thanks to this hosting for 10, 11 years, over a period of time I've been meeting sir. Just every single time I get so excited when I see you. How do you handle all these people getting so excited from age of 5 to 75? How do you handle it even now?
It's a blessing. First of all, I'm here to wish my very, very dear friend Murli all the very best, because this movie, this biopic, people need to know what happened in his life. I remember meeting him the first time in 1993.
93.
That sounds
93,
ages ago. Yeah. But, you know, we continue to be good friends. Coincidentally, I was in Sri Lanka just last month for UNICEF work, and I messaged Murli that I'm in your beautiful city. Where are you? He says, I'm in India. What are you doing in Sri Lanka? And that's how you know, I'm here. He spoke to me for the first time about his biopic, and he said, would you be able to come for the event? Said, any time for you. ये इतना humble है, इतना simple है, in spite of achieving so much in life. It's impossible to refuse him. So thanks. I said, I'm going to be there, and that's the only reason I'm here. Wishing you all the best.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Murli sir, you've always had this smile on your face. You've always been a smiling assassin. You know, the poor fellow is smiling at you and the wicket is out. But generally speaking, you know, your rivalry was legendary, of course. So you had the two gentlemen in that time that were Brian Lara sir and Sachin sir, the two greatest of all time. But you were like that common factor in the middle for everyone. It's almost like, you know, the world was always against you, and you put on the TV at 9 o'clock in the morning for the test match, you're bowling. At 4 o'clock in the afternoon, you're still bowling. Even if the rain has gone, you're bowling in the nets. So first, before I ask anything, how were you this machine who was able to bowl forever and ever and keep bowling all these overs? How?
First of all, thank you very much because coming for me and supporting me, and also, you know, because I am also a fan of him, more than a colleague and a friend, and more a fan of him, because you know that what he has done in cricket nobody could do, because it is impossible to generate even another 100 years. Nobody can come like him, because it's a fact. Because I'm not because of saying my friend, because it's a fact. Because when someone get 15 years a first class 100, it's impossible. In 16 years, 17 years, you're getting a test 100. It's also impossible. So you have shown the way of billions of people how to play cricket, how to be humble like him. And I've seen more cricketers. He's the most humble person in Indian cricket. Few words, and with the friends is enjoys, but few words with everyone. So I think he's the best forever, because another Sachin Tendulkar won't be born in this entire.
That's why they call him the master.
Until my life finishes, right? So for your questions, what you asking, I forgot
so
about
forget
you.
it. But the question was very simple.
Yes.
You yourself, sir, are the greatest of all time from that side as well. You know, I have to say this. You know, we were always gunning for you when you were not playing against us. I hated you when you were playing against us. But otherwise, you just kept on and on. You were like a lone. Like how Sachin sir at one time was probably one of the only people. You know, if he got out, we switched off the TV. I'm sure with a lot of Sri Lankans across the world as well, if you were bowling and, you know, if you had a bad day, they'd be really disappointed. You were carrying the shoulder, you know, the entire Sri Lankan team on your shoulders for so long. Just talk about that experience as well also, because in many ways you're very similar.
So two things. I know Sachin was carrying same way. It is harder because batsmen all have one chance. So one mistakes, you're finished. Bowler can do many mistakes, so I have a better chance of succeeding than him.
I'm still waiting for that juicy half volley. He has never bowled that to me.
So it was difficult, but thing is, you know, because to carrying the whole team, because the reason was Sri Lanka was not a great side when I started, because then only it slowly became because legends like Sanath and Sangha to Mayala to Arjuna Aravinda all came that when we are playing our era. So that's why I think at the time, bowling-wise, because, see, I took a lot of wickets because I'm bowling one side, because somebody has to take wickets, right?
You're
Then
very, very modest, sir.
No, and Vas and me to bowl because didn't have much. In later stage only the bowlers came. So I had opportunities, a lot of opportunities. The pressure is high, so that pressure, because if you enjoy the game, you don't think about the end result. And you just want to at the time, at the person, who am I bowling to, on your day, you might beat that person. But some days, that person will beat. So you have to accept it. So I think I accepted and always didn't get upset getting wickets or not, because keep a smile, because I have to enjoy the game. So I will advise any cricketer, rather than thinking about performance, just go and enjoy. Be great for the God, because you are given the participation is more important than having succeed. So I think that's the way it is, because I lived in 18 years in 16 years in 10 to 12 years in hostel. So that was given me a thought that you have to be like, sharing and be happy every time, because there are a lot of problems you'll have, but still you have to be happy. So that's why that teach me how to play cricket in the latter part of it.
So what do you think made Murali sir great? When they say that there's something that is always there, you played against the greatest of, all of the bowlers. What made him so special even while you were playing? Because I remember for a long time, Murali sir used to only bowl the incoming delivery. Eventually, later on, you developed the other bits, and we saw just with that one ball also, he used to keep on at it. So what was so great about Murali sir as a bowler?
See, just now the way he answered that earlier question, that if an individual is not going to appreciate for what one is able to go out and do, how would the rest of the world appreciate? And that is what mental strength is all about. There are not going to be good times every time you go out. There are going to be ups and downs. There are going to be disappointments. But from those disappointments, how do you rise back, get on your feet and start competing? That makes you a real sportsman. And exactly that is what he possessed. He, like you said earlier, that he just loved bowling. But the whole world knew that he had a big turn. I mean, you make him bowl on a expressway, he is going to turn the ball. No matter how the surface is, Murali is going to turn the ball. And he did not rely only on that. Because just with that turn itself, he was a dangerous bowler. Because in our meetings, we would discuss hours on end, how to tackle him, what are the signals to pick, all those things. But he kept reinventing himself.
No, so the signals I want to ask you. You said in an interview how you used to read on the hand.
I'm still figuring out.
No, I will say.
No.
See, definitely, some players read. I know he read me very well, right? Not many people can do. But Lara had success, but he never read me also.
Really?
Yeah. Because I don't know what mechanism he did. But he read me, and also few people I know Rahul Dravid is one of the greatest players.
Yes.
He never read me.
Really?
I knew that. So Sachin always, him and Sehwag and those players in Gambhir are like the players. Some players read, some players even later, sometimes they play on that. So it's definitely I am saying he read me, few people read me, and even in my team, some people read and some people doesn't, because some are playing ways are different, because legend like him, he watch from the seam of the ball, from the hand itself. Some people doesn't, they do the pitch.
Of the pitch.
Yes.
And that's where he was. Yes.
So when, like he said, that very few guys read him. But in that also he wanted to develop more things, and if I'm not mistaken, he developed Dusra in the late 90s.
Yes, much later.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the story that I heard through Harbhajan was, इसने दूसरा डालना तो बहुत पहले सीखा था, मगर वो नेट में प्रैक्टिस करे जा रहा था. So for 18 months, he continued practicing Dusra in the nets before he bowled the first ball in international cricket. And that the reason for that was that he should not lose his original strength, the qualities that he possessed, while continuing to bowl well in Test cricket. In that, you continue also to develop new things, introduce new things, because you have to, like I said, you continue reinventing yourself. Like how bowler is reading batter's mind, batters are also trying to figure out what the bowler is trying to do. So the combination and to then plan this, execute, consistently outsmart batters is not easy. And that is what we experience all the time.
And a gentleman who probably didn't care about the pitch, the overcast conditions. He just had a bat in his hand and he used to go 6 balls, 4 sixes only. His name is Sanat Jayasuriya. Ladies and gentlemen, can we please have him on stage? For the man who was famous, sir, for your forearms and your grip. We must have that story also. Did you work specially on, every time people saw you, the way you hit the ball, you know, was devastating. So yes, Murali sir is here. I know you're very happy about that, but that story we have to know. Were you always working your forearms so you could smash the bowlers for some 200 meters?
No, I never use. I can't play with a heavy bat like Sachin. My bat is very light.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So just a toothpick smashing 200 meters. Murali sir and you, in the most beautiful phase of Sri Lankan cricket, you know, you've known this film is you. You're all there. You know, and what I love about how this film is also talked about is the entire time when I remember live cricket, Arjun Anandunga put his hand on your shoulder during the entire chucking controversy, and the whole team came together as one. You know, that entire time, and him, I remember there was a very dejected Murali sir walking on TV. I remember watching that also and saying, what's going on? As a unit, was that perhaps like an incredible family, that entire Sri Lankan team that was dominating the world and fighting also and giving a statement? Those years, tell us about that.
Yeah, I think that that was the incident for us to make, to win the World Cup in 1996. That incident, because in Australia, we went through a bad time, and Murali went through a difficult time, and we were all backing him, including captain. And as a team players, we did much as what we can do. And what we can do was, after we came back to Sri Lanka, we went through a difficult time again. And the World Cup was started. There are some teams didn't turn up. India came with the Pakistan to show the world that Sri Lanka is safe. We're always thankful to India for doing that, to come to Sri Lanka. And because of that, we survive our cricket. So it's thank you every time. Our younger generation didn't know sometimes these things what happened in 1996. So when the other teams didn't come, they straight away came from our opening ceremony to Sri Lanka and show the solidarity with the Sri Lankans. So we're thankful to India all the time, what you all did for Sri Lanka cricket. And great man is here with us to inaugurate this Murali's thing. And I'm very happy to be here, and a great human being. And when you share the dressing room, very difficult.
I have to ask you this, Sanat sir.
Very, very difficult dressing room. You can't get out. Again, when you get out and come inside the dressing room, you'll have to put the earplugs.
He
and
screams
hiding.
at you?
Yeah. No chance.
Really? Like
no chance.
angry screaming?
He don't want to lose a game. If somebody is batting well, if somebody is throwing a wicket, if somebody getting out, he will come and say all sort of things. He will do everything to how do you get out, you should not do this, you should do this. He is coaching. He will coach the whole thing till the match finish. If you lose the match, you are finished. If somehow win the match, we are all right.
Wow. The smiling assassin, they say. Sanat sir, one more question to you. Did you ever feel bad when you were hammering all the bowlers? Like that poor fellow, his career might be over after your over is over. I want to honestly ask, did you feel bad?
No, you don't feel bad. You just go and play your natural game all the time.
Yeah.
So that's all I do.
Yeah. Sachin sir, did you have a plan for him? What was the team meeting for him? Then what about Kalwatharana and Sanat sir when they were batting? Was there a special meeting there?
100%. I was just telling him that you were discussing World Cup semi-finals, and that is where we ended up discussing for an hour on him and Kalu.
First out.
And first over, both of them got
Both of them got out. We thought we'd won.
They never got any plans for Arvind and Roshan Mahanam.
Sanat playing against him. I mean, I saw him first time in 1990 when he was here with the Sri Lankan team. We played in Chandigarh, one test match. He unfortunately got injured and couldn't play that test match. But other than that, like I said, Sanat to have in our dressing room, there were few exhibition games also we played other than IPL. It was nice to have him in our dressing room than the Sri Lankan dressing room.
Yes, you were very hated, sir, as much as you are loved today.
ये batting को भी boxing glove पहन के आता था बाहर.
Okay, I'm going to play a little game with you in just before one last question I ask you, then I'm going to play a little game with you all, which is going to jog your memory as well. Murali sir, you know, I think this is the other side we heard about you, which is in the dressing room side. But how you always maintained this, you know, happy exterior? Because cricket also went through a huge change, you know, and you came back with a vengeance after this entire controversy, and you took so many wickets that, you know, there was always Warne versus Murali, Warne versus Murali. Were these things in your head? Were you thinking about these numbers and all? Because after a point in time, it was just the two of you. I think Wasim Akram sir was far back. So it was just the two of you. You'd passed Walsh and you'd passed everybody. Did you all think about it? Because spinners getting these kind of wickets and, you know, you all were dominating the world cricket at that time. Did you think about rivalries?
No, because it's a number only wickets, because it's enjoyment is winning the match, and you're winning for your country is the most enjoyable thing, and you want to do your part, because it takes own cost, because wickets will come, and see, if you're playing daily and playing, so you take wickets, numbers will come. So just add, if you ask Sachin also, same thing, because he never thought he will get 18,000 or 16,000 when you start the game and the middle of the game. But it's just piled up, because it's just it takes cost, because you're enjoying the game. You're just following what he wants to make India win. I wants to make Sri Lanka win. Shane also same. He wants to Australia to win matches and be happy. So it's numbers. And don't forget about Anil also was there, because
yes.
he was you should not forget him, because he's also a great bowler. He got 600 wickets, 660. It's not easy to do that. Yes. So we three were at the same era, same age, little bit 2-3 years here and there. Because I always thought if I play more, I might end up in more wickets, because that's the only case. Not because they are not talented or anything. They are a little bit older than me, 3 years. So that's what happened. Otherwise, anybody could achieve this. These two people could have achieved 800 also if you keep on playing, because they were great bowlers. When they are retiring also, they were not like, you know, light bowlers, because they can keep on playing. Because one stage you have will come in life. Everyone thinks, okay, that's enough. Day and door, you have to get up in the morning, do these things and everything. So that's what happened to me, and I retired. So I think it's a media and other people will cover. See, when Sachin and Brian, they will compare both of them, who's going to go everything. So it's a comparison by the interest of the public.
We enjoyed it. Yeah. We enjoyed the rivalry a lot. I'm going to start a little rapid fire, which is going to be, yes, sir.
Do you know one point? I mean, he said that, you know, he's bowled for so many years. But does anyone know how many overs he's bowled in international cricket? He's bowled 10,500 overs.
That's
in international cricket. वो सिर्फ international cricket में, but also first class cricket add another at least 10,000 overs. Jesus. And before that, maybe another 15,000-20,000 overs.
And no shoulder injury?
So,
only one.
Out of 90 overs, Sachin, he bowled in a test match 35 overs.
Against you all? No.
On his own. The captain, he by force, he's getting the ball.
I can remember 1993, India is left and right hammering us. Because test matches, I can remember, everyone is getting hundreds and hundreds. So in Bangalore, I can remember we played only one fast bowler. He opened the bowling. So because we thought India was strong with 3 spinners at the time: Raju and Anil and Chauhan.
Yes, Rajesh Chauhan,
right? Yes. So these 3 guys takes wickets. So we thought at least we play more spinners and get there. So I end up with bowling. Start with first he bowled and 3 overs I started. and I end up with bowling till when they declared 600 runs, declared second day afternoon, but continuously one end I bowled. So like that, those years. So
You were talking about the Bangalore hammering. I remember 952 as well. We all remember that, right? 340 on City on this side. Let's not go into those memories. Let's come into some fun stuff for us. Since you've been so honest, one question's gone out of the window. You said, sir, Edu better than Lara. So that's done. Who was the opposition that you found the easiest to bowl to? Because I remember England also 9 for something, 84. But easiest. Now, honestly, sir, easiest opposition that I'll get them.
Mohammad Yusuf.
Oh, really? Oh, as a batsman? No, as a full team, I'm saying.
Whole
Full team was who could not pick you and they were always scared.
One guy or?
No, whole team. Which
Whole
team
team.
that was you felt?
See, I can't tell two teams were very, didn't play, England and South Africa.
England. Yes, South Africa. Darren Cullingham, I remember. Poor chap. Easiest opposition for you to smash. And we are here in India, you can say anything you want, sir. Easiest opposition for you to smash as a batsman.
There's no easy opposition for.
No, but as a bowler. Sarath sir, right now you said you didn't feel bad for anybody. So you can say that opposition. Or an opposition.
I always go after Venkatesh.
Venkatesh Prasad, huh?
Yes.
Right. Okay. This game is called First Time, Last Time, okay? First time, this is a jogging your memory. First time you all wore the national jersey. Sachin, sir?
16th of November 1989.
Yes. Ye to. Sir, first time you wore the national...
15th.
First time you wore the national jersey.
I'm getting confused.
I know the match, but I don't know the date because against Australia 1992.
Okay.
In Ketarama, the first time I won national jersey for test match because one day, of course, 1991.
Yes. Sanath sir, you remember?
ODI game, Boxing Day in Australia,
Yeah.
1989.
That's correct. But we saw the Marauder much later. Okay. First time you got Sachin sir out, you took many years. You remember the match?
First time.
Yeah.
First time he didn't give him a chance because he was hitting me every time I bowled. In 90, actually, it's
So
in 1993, maybe once I would have.
No. It happened in a one day in Colombo. 1997 when you got him out in one day.
So that means you see 5 years he smashed me. I haven't got him out at all.
You got him a few times after that as well, but of course, yes. Okay. First big match when the three of you all played. Which one was that? You know, when all three of you all were part of the teams?
I can remember that.
Yes. Sir, when?
According to me, 1994.
94.
When they came to India.
Yeah.
93, that is.
93, 94.
94 season.
We played in Lucknow, Ahmedabad and Bangalore.
Yeah.
That was the first time you all of them were on stage. All right. Okay. The last time you all picked up cricket gear in a ground to play. Last time we picked up cricket gear, but the bat, ball, helmet.
International match or normal?
No, any time. Nowadays you have so many other matches. Last time we picked.
The Legends match also you are
Okay, no, not
We were
Legends.
playing Legends.
No, I know you all are playing
International
Legends.
match.
International match. Let's stick to international.
For me, 2011 World Cup. It's disappointing, but good for him.
Very good for us, sir. We were very happy. We got the 96 revenge. Last time, Sachin sir, of course, we all...
Mumbai in
Yes.
2013.
Do you miss opening with him? You all had a very brief stint when you all opened for Mumbai Indians, the two of you all. Was that like was it fun with the two of you all to be out?
I loved it. I loved it because I told him, "Tu maar, jo bhi hai. If you see, you hit. You just back your instincts and go for it."
Yeah.
The first few games I missed out because I was not fit, and I think half the season was already done in the first season. So 7 matches I missed, and then later on I joined him, and I enjoyed. I've always enjoyed when we were playing together. When he was batting against India, I was constantly thinking कि इसको out कैसे करे भाई नहीं तो match खत्म हो जाएगी. But I enjoyed batting with him. Loved it.
And of course, did you have like this aggressor and pacifier equation with your the other partners? You know, so in Hindi we'll say मैं मारूंगा तो रुक जा. I'll hit and you stay. You know, did you do that role playing ever as a batsman?
that's what Sachin always says. You just go and hit the ball. He
Yeah.
was looking at from the other end.
Yeah.
But it was good because you got a lot of confidence. I know that somebody is there to hold from one end, so you get more relaxed. You can hit the ball well, and you can play your natural game. So that's the confidence I got with him.
Now, everyone knows Murli sir as a bowler. But sir, you know, your highest test score is against who?
India.
Yes.
That's
Murli sir's highest test score is
You didn't count
67
the two, you were-
against India with 5 sixes and 3 fours.
you were not there.
So, since you mentioned Harbhajan Singh used to love batting and he used to think that, I remember this was an interview with me, he said on radio, he said, Sachin Paji bahut marte, Sachin sir bahut marte, lekin mere ko bhi balla do, I'll also show you, I can also hit the ball. Now, you're similar, you hit a lot of sixes in your career also. What was it with you and batting? Did you enjoy it or just, nah, I'll just go and see?
No, because first thing is I don't want to get hurt first, right? I will have a level, and if a batsman there, then I will somehow hold it, because if a tailender there, just go and slog it. That's it, because no point wasting your time, because you try to get some runs, added runs, or just get out and get on with the game.
But did a big six, did you get like the kind of reception in the dressing room when you used to hit a big six and you go in there and you're walking with your chest a little higher?
Even though he can't bat, he's coaching batting for us. He can coach.
No, not because of the coaching. See, they put a lot of pressure to me. When you walk into the team, you have to take all the wickets.
Yes.
That's your responsibility. Yes. Then I said, I need some runs. Because other person will come in. So more runs. That's why I put a little bit of pressure on them as well.
Yeah.
If you try to declare an inning, he'll never let captain to do the declaration. He need 500 runs lead to declare.
I think this was incredible. Gentlemen, you've been such sports over here. A big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. This was gold. Just some final words before we call a lot more people to do lovely photo ops. Sachin sir, just your words about the man. And actually both the men standing on either side of you, they've been stalwarts for all of us. And very rarely, like I said, do we have 3 legends on stage. Just some closing words about the 2 gentlemen with us.
No, I'm so happy that I'm able to spend time with them, and the best part is, after so many years, we continue being good friends. We enjoy each other's company, and today we are at this special occasion where your biopic is released, the trailer is released, and I'm sure everyone is going to watch the movie. So will I, and I want to wish you the very best of luck, Sanat. Best wishes to your family as well, everyone at home. Thank you very much once again.
Thank you, gentlemen. Yes.
I would like to thank Sachin for coming here and making sure that this been presented to the public. And also Sanat is a great friend, and also we play together same era and same time dressing room. Even though we are not in now playing matches, still we meet up and catch up. Even with Sachin sir also, we always love him, and also he's so humble and anytime approachable. That is the most important part. See, anytime your past cricketers approachable, that is more important, because for their things also we will stand for them. They also stand for our things. So that is the greatness of the legend. More than a legend is because because he is the one who carried away Indian cricket for nearly about 3 decades.
Forever, sir. And he's actually the reason why I think people started watching TV, and that's why TV rights have a lot to thank to Sachin Tendulkar. That's how it
and
happens.
Also, I would like to thank Sripati director, and especially director Venkat Prabhu, because everyone doesn't know, because I was not interested to do these movies and everything. So he just because my wife's childhood friend just visited our foundation and then came through my manager to my house to have lunch and go. At the time, he presented and said, we have to do this. Then I said, whatever, that's up to you. Yeah. Then after that, unfortunately, he couldn't do, he had a lot of busy work and everything. Then Sripati did the job. So thanks Sripati, thank Venkat sir. And also, I would like to thank all the actors and actors who done this movie. Thank you very much. You have done a great job. and hopefully everything goes well. And also the media and everybody, thank you for coming here. And it's without you, we can't present it. So thank you, thanks a lot for coming here and coming to this occasion. Thank you very much. And
Thank you.
finally, thank you for you to presenting and
Thank you, sir.
making sure very comfortable,
Yes.
three of us. Thanks.
Thank you. My honor. We can have some pictures with the three of us. Let's just take the mics. Yes, I'll just take the mics. 1 second. Yes, we're doing the photo ops. If you could just... एक सेकंड आगे इतना ठीक है. This is fine.